Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
I'm meditating, you know. The plaid, not the plaid. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna take it. Today is a really good day to watch the end of The Legend of Korra. It's storm day, you know. Like outside, it's really windy. For now, it's not raining, but since 2 hours, it's raining a lot, and it has that weird, sunny, grey atmosphere. It's really a good day to watch the end of The Legend of Korra. It's really an airbender day, you know. It's perfect. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra season 4. Today I'm gonna watch the 2 last episodes, the episodes 12 and 13. I was supposed to watch them, you know, just the day after watching the 2 last episodes, the episodes 10 and 11. I'm gonna put the links if you want to see my reactions about these videos. You had me, you know, during these 2 last videos, talking with my wolf voice because I was sick and because I totally lost my voice for 3 entire days. And then I came back filming these 2 videos with a wolf voice, and I thought that no, for the really the 2 last episodes of The Legend of Korra, it deserved to have my full voice, you know, to film them. It has been 5 days now that I watched the 2 last episodes, and I'm so ready, you know, for the end of The Legend of Korra. I'm really like, that's it. Now I need to see it, I need to watch it. I'm excited about it because it's the end, because it's the final battle, because it's the final episode of this show that I'm gonna watch, of these shows also. I'm stressed also about it because, you know, I watched all of Avatar The Last Airbender, and at the end of it I really began The Legend of Korra, so I never had a break between Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. It has been months now that I'm into that universe, so I'm excited to discover the end. I'm stressed that it's gonna be the end. I'm a little melancholic also because it's gonna be the end of my journey with this universe, and you know, it really took a big place into my life, not only because of the videos, because of editing them and all of that, but also, you know, I saw that discovering other things, other shows, other movies, I talked about Avatar The Last Airbender into it, like into The Wheel of Time, when we had this moment with the girls listening to the wind, I talked about Avatar The Last Airbender. When we had also into The Wheel of Time still people being gentled, I talked about Avatar The Last Airbender, when you can take off the bonding of someone. At multiple occasions I said, oh, that's it, because I love that, because it's something which is pleasing me, it really means that I'm an airbender. Like at several occasions I talked about Avatar The Last Airbender, about this universe, about being an airbender and stuff like that into my life. So for me it really means that this universe is right there, and for a long time, forever, because that's it. I'm talking about it without watching it. It's so cool, and at the same time it's making me melancholic, the fact that I'm gonna discover the last things about it. I know that soon we're gonna have a show, you know, about it on Netflix with real actors and all of that. You can really count on me to react to it, but still it's not the same, so I'm nervous, I'm a little melancholic, I'm really excited also, you know, to discover how it's gonna end. I'm really a lot of emotions and big emotions, so clearly I can cry today. I know that. I didn't prepare any tissue, which is bad. I'm gonna do that, you know, just before watching the episode. But yes, I'm like that. I'm feeling like that before beginning this last session about what is gonna happen really into this episode. We're gonna have this battle, you know, against Kuvira. Now that she attacked Republic City like that's it. We need to find a way to destroy that big giant, mechanic giant. Now that Kuvira didn't care at all about killing or not the love of her life, I think that the love of her life is gonna help us, you know, to find a way to destroy that mechanic thing. I really hope so. Maybe it's gonna take that first episode, you know, the episode 12, and we're gonna have the real end during the episode 13. I really hope that, you know, like the first half of the episode 13 is gonna be about the end of the battle, and the second half of the last episode is really gonna be like an epilogue about all of our characters, where they are ending, how they are ending, like maybe a wedding with Bolin and his girl, maybe, you know, finally Korra and Mako back together. Milo is gonna have his arrow, I don't know, you know, I want that. I want an epilogue with all of our guys having their end, so we can really take the time to say goodbye to them. I totally gave up on having reunions, you know, with our old guys, our old friends, and the writers, they were pretty clear with that, the fact that we were not gonna have it. Don't worry, it happened into my mind, it was wonderful, I cried. But right there, yes, I want really to take the time to say goodbye to these characters. But it's gonna happen during the episode 13. During this one, we're gonna find a way to destroy the mechanic giant. Are we gonna lose people? Can people die during these two last episodes? Not our characters, you know, not our guys, maybe secondary characters. Or we need also to have something with Varric and Julie. With Asami also, I didn't forget her, not at all. We need to have something about her, I don't know, maybe with her business, maybe with her dad also. Clouds are moving so fast, like it's really an airbender day, you can't even know. It's so cool. I'm not worried, you know, I'm not stressed, like I'm stressed, but not about is it gonna be bad or good, are we gonna appreciate it or not. Like this season so far really never disappointed me. They really made a lot of things which were great, and they explored also big subjects, you know, with Korra, with her depression, with that thing, you know, about having metal still into her and she was the only one who could take it away because in fact she wanted to keep it, not willingly, because it was a way for her to not be hurt again, to protect her. Like a lot of subjects were explored during this season, and it was really interesting and it was really well written. So I'm not afraid for them to not write well that end. I'm not afraid, you know, to have an end like the end of the season 2. I'm just stressed about, is it gonna be, I was gonna say perfect or not, it's gonna be perfect, because no matter what, it's gonna end like it's supposed to end. But it's more like, am I gonna have all of the different little moments that I want to have with all of my characters? And I don't know, I really don't know, but I'm a little stressed. A lot excited. I'm beginning to be a lot melancholic. Oh, it's gonna be so weird, in fact, you know, to have my life without the Legend of Korra and Avatar The Last Airbender. But as I said at the beginning of this intro, at the same time I'm talking about it, watching other shows, doing other stuff. Like it's right there now, so... Okay, I'm gonna end this intro right now. Like usually, if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have the episodes earlier. We had 4 episodes of advance for the last seasons of The Legend of Korra, so right now they already had, since days now, maybe since weeks also, the episode 13, if you want to watch it already, with an extended overreaction part for last episodes like that Surely I'm gonna put the full action part. Check the description to be sure of that. And it's the best way to support me if you spent a good time, you know, binge watching all of Avatar The Last Airbender and all of The Legend of Korra with me. You can come on Patreon to say hi, to thank me for that. And if you can't, don't worry. Subscribe, like, comment. It's also helping me. Don't worry about that. Let's go for this episode 12. It's gonna be cool. I'm sure that it's gonna be cool, that it's gonna be good. I'm not afraid, you know, of being disappointed. I'm not afraid of having a bad end. I don't know how it's gonna end, you know, if we're gonna fight Kuvira. Really, I would be more for something like arresting her, putting her in jail. I don't want her to die. With the story with Sue, the fact that she was her mentor, with all of that, I don't want her to die. I don't know. Let's go! No, I didn't make a break of 3 hours between this intro and watching the episode right now because the sun came back just like that and it was impossible for me to film. If I'm right there, that's it, you can see me, but really I want to watch this final episode in the perfect conditions, you know. For that I don't want to be disturbed, I don't want this video to have breaks and stuff like that, so that's it. I waited, I'm back. Lights are gonna change a lot because the sun is coming back and the storm is coming back also, like really each 10 minutes is changing, it's like that. Let's go for this episode. I knew that there were no dead. I thought that it was Korra who saved them and it was Bolin, my hero.
We'll think of some way to come back and beat her. What about all the people who haven't been evacuated yet? If Kuvira finds out who was with them, she might fire that spirit cannon at him.
What can she do to Prince Who?
The world isn't safe as long as she has that weapon.
I agree.
But as long as you don't know how to fight that giant thing.
When?
Glad to see you all made it out.
I'm going to get some help. You think you can handle this unruly mob for a little while?
I raised Milo. Anything. Okay, sword. That's it.
That's it? You want to do what, Milo?
I just got an idea how to beat the giant.
Maybe to put paintings on all of the windows so she can't see anymore. But you have to be so close to the back. André! Milo! Okay, that's it. It's to cover all of the windows. Is it enough?
Clear the glass. We can't now let any of it.
Fuck. Ooh, Bolin! You and Milo together, you're saving us. Oh, my sweet and brave airbenders. Continue, you nailed it. You nailed it. No? If you're killing, hurting just one of them, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I gave my life to Kuvira.
You did.
She just fired that weapon at me.
She
How
did.
did she do that?
She's a complicated person.
Nah!
Maybe way on
That's a sweet way to say it.
But we went through it as a family.
It stands to reason that I can stop a giant mecha-suit with a giant electromagnetic pulse.
Okay.
Julie?
It has to be close to you, no?
You're always thinking, sir.
Yes, but lately I've been thinking about you. I feel like there are some things I should tell you.
There are?
I remember
No.
when I had an ostrich horse. Named her Mrs. Beaks. I grew up on a
Same Julie. Where are we going with that memory?
I loved old Mrs. Beaks, but I took her for granted.
Okay, this works.
That's true, Julie. Oh, so cool! at least all of the little ones.
I'm afraid there are no more things to do.
I wish I could help you. But
Can't
it's
you?
difficult. It's not.
Asami is dead.
I figured we need all the geniuses we can get our hands on right now. But I love Republic City, and I would do anything to save her.
You think you know how to defeat this thing?
You must
Save
act
your
like an
city
adventure.
or your
Break the
girl?
skin.
How are we supposed to get inside?
Future Industries.
I'm not
has
crying.
a sauce for cutting platinum. If we had one on the mecha suit,
But the saws are way too big.
That's the help that you print to.
Mako always hated my singing, but they love it.
Ah!
What are we supposed to do with badger moles?
Respect
Earthbenders
the
around.
badger moles,
Even
yes.
sent a tunnel out of the city without Kavira's troops spying on. Badger moles, digging holes under Republic City.
Oh! I mean, all of them fighting together. It's Republic City that you are destroying. It's Ant's dream. It's killing me. Music. Firebenders. Milo. Careful, Milo. Milo. Jinora. All of you. Milo, you're saving you. Dad. You saved me. I'm proud of you, kid. Oh, that's a good idea. It's not gonna be enough. But at least it's buying time. She's insane.
You are all Earth Empire prisoners. Come with us and no one will get hurt. You don't
Nope.
need these people. They're just innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. Take me to Kavira. I've got business with her. No, don't do it, Wu. I have to. But before I go, I'd like to sing you a song.
They-
Moles, I love you. I love you.
If we stop that mecha giant, it will all be because of you.
you're the
Thanks
one
to
who
you.
designed these incredible suits.
She did.
It's great to be working together again.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
I'm not crying.
Julie,
Yes?
I have something I
Is
need
he
to attach. I need to attach this ring to your finger.
No!
Julie Moon, will you do the thing for the rest of our lives?
Do the thing?
Yes!
Oh no!
It's to a giant killer smashing machine!
It's exactly how I always pictured our engagement.
I'm crying and laughing at the same time. I thought that we would have a wedding with Bolin and Oprah, not already Julie and Barry.
Aim for that spot in the middle of the back, the one I can never reach!
All of these unnecessary speeches about you scratching your back are finally useful.
Wow! I wish I had that kind of flexibility!
Nah. Cora. Water, maybe you're gonna. Water now. Oh no, not now!
We have to go now!
Almost there! Almost there!
Asami?
Now!
Goodbye, Asami. I love you.
Why did you do that?
Hiroshi's plan worked.
At least Naruto needs it better. video that I made for me 3 hours ago. Remember, I had to make a break before beginning the episode. I told you, no, they're not gonna kill anyone. Like, that's it. All of our guys, they're gonna survive. Maybe one secondary characters, but I couldn't think about any. I didn't know that they were gonna bring Asami's dad back and they would kill him. Just like that. You really didn't have the time to escape, you also? Like, that's it. The all was already done. You're saving your daughter. You can't try to... I cried twice during this episode. I had some other tears, but I really cried twice. Once because of a joyful moment, and right there because someone died. Like... tissue. We know that they were reconciled, you know, Asami and her dad. We had already a moment for that in a previous episode, and it's great. But right there, you know, for him to be involved into that battle, to fight for the good side, you know, and to be able to show that he's clever, he's useful, and that he wants to protect Republic City, you know, to be useful and to show that he has regrets and he wants to do good. I was beginning to think, okay, so maybe at the end of that battle, when everything is gonna be alright, maybe he's gonna be pardoned, you know, and maybe he's gonna be able to get out of jail, to work with his daughter again, to do things together, even if he's not involved anymore into the business, or at least, you know, to spend time together. You're killing him, it's not fair. He just proved that he wanted to do good and to change, and you're not letting him really a second chance. Asami, my poor Asami, like, since the beginning of this show, she just lived out stuff again and again and again. She never had a break, Asami. Or if she had one, it was not a perfect one, you know, like, for me, an end for her after, you know, all of this battle, winning that battle, an end for Asami, it would have been to have her business, to be successful, to be with her friends, maybe to find someone for herself. Maybe I thought that at some point she could meet Iroh Jr. Maybe! But yes, I thought that she would have her business, that she would be successful with her friends, maybe with someone, and I really thought that at some point her dad would be out of jail and that her dad would be proud of her, would be there, that she would spend time with him. It's awful. Okay, so now they're in that giant thing. It's great. Thanks to all of them, like I wanted to say thanks to Milo because of that thing with the painting, but also thanks to Bolin who did that thing, you know, lava bending, but thanks also to him and all of the Beifong family because of what they did with that building. Bolin is such a good addition to the Beifong family, but also thanks to Korra who did all of that. All of them, you know, they were useful and they had the time to shine, like Milo with that plan with the painting, but after that also when he saved Tenzin. Oh, that was so cool. All of these little moments, you know, with each one of them. Sue, who is talking with her son again. And I told you during the intro that I was imagining that maybe the second half of the episode 13 would be about all of our characters, how they're gonna end, you know, the future, how it's gonna be for all of them. And I said myself, maybe we're gonna have a wedding, Opal and Bolin's wedding, because they are in a relationship since a long time now, so even if they had a little fight during this season, maybe it could be logical to have a wedding with the two of them, and was already anticipating that because of this wedding we would have a little of tough, like at least tough into the audience, you know, into the public, maybe some others of our old friends, Boleyn's family. That would have been fun. We're gonna have a wedding, but not their wedding. Julie and Varric wedding? Varric, you asked her to marry you and she accepted, and it felt so logical and so great. Like, again, it's amazing for me the fact that in just some episodes you made me ship these two together, you made me believe into this relationship, and the fact that they revealed that these two, they have feelings for each other, that in fact since a long time Julie, she was right there for Varric for these reasons. Like, for me it was really revealed during that moment, and everything which happened before that made sense suddenly, and after that I was just shipping the two of them together, expecting it to happen, their reunion and them confessing their feelings. Right there you're giving even more to me than that. They're engaged. Oi! Of course I was gonna cry during that moment, but it was tears of joy. In the middle of that battle, they're engaged. Boleyn at this moment also with saving them, you know, with taking that rock. Maybe Mako is the only one who didn't have really his moment during this episode. All of the other ones, they had their moments, but Mako didn't. Maybe it's gonna happen during the next and last episode. So you managed to destroy all of the little mechanic things. Now we're inside of the big giant one. They're gonna fight Kuvira. Kuvira, how she was, like, she's such a fucking psychopath. She was already, you know, represented as a dictator, but since the moment that she had that giant thing, using it to kill people and to act like that, that's it. She's proving that she's just a fucking psychopath. Right there, they are on the floor, they are hurt. That's it, they are not fighting you, and still you want to kill them all, like you wanted to kill the love of your life. You're a fucking psychopath. And her eyes during this episode, at some point, we saw it, truly. Now that they're gonna be in, attacking from the inside, I don't know how the fight is gonna be, you know, against Kuvira during that moment. I still hope that, yes, half of the next episode is gonna be about that fight, the end of the battle, and the second half about really our guys, how it's gonna end for them. Prince Hu! The fact that he wanted to help his citizens to escape from the town already into the last episodes, it made me proud. Right there, you stayed with them, with the last of them, and you were still searching for ways to help them. When he said, oh, I'm gonna search, you know, for help, I was like, no, like, you're not gonna annoy Korra and the other ones with that during that moment. Like, they need to really be focused on the battle. They can't help you to evacuate right now. So when he came back with the Badgermouth, I was like, that's great, he thought of that by himself. It's friends, allies that he found also by himself. And it makes sense also that he has Badgermouth. We know that he wanted them, you know, the day that he was supposed to be proclaimed as the new leader. So everything made sense during that moment. After that, during the evacuation, when he surrendered himself, it was cool also. He's thinking about his citizens, he wants to do good things for them, to help them, to save them. He's taking his responsibilities, he's brave also in a way. He's still loyal to himself, like these songs and all of that. It's Prince Hu, but he's evolving, and I'm glad and I'm proud. You still need to evolve a lot, but it's a beginning, and it's a good beginning, Prince Hu. The fact that all of that is happening in Republic City, the fact that they are destroying Republic City right there, Kuvira, but also our guys, you know, to try to stop her, it's really killing me. Each time at each second I'm thinking about the fact that Republic City, it represents Hank's dream and all of our guys' dream. In fact, you know, Toph, she was the head of security in Republic City, Sokka was involved into the council and all of that. So each time I'm like, you're attacking, you're destroying Republic City, Hank's dream. You know, Republic City, it's really the bridge between Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. It's really representing what they wanted at the end of Avatar The Last Airbender and what they are trying to protect into The Legend of Korra. So it's killing me what is happening right now into it. At least people are safe and it's just, you know, buildings, it's just material things, but still, for the symbolic of that, it's rough. Just know that I'm thinking of it. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video right now and I'm gonna watch the last and final episode. It's gonna be in another day for you. If you want, if you are watching this on YouTube, just know that this episode is already on my Patreon with the full reaction part and since a long time. So if you want to already watch it, go on my Patreon. And if it's not the case, I will see you on another day. For me, it's gonna be just some seconds, minutes, something like that. Oh, I'm a lot more stressed, you know, for this final episode now that we lost someone during this one. Okay, so it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.